Hello friends, welcome to chess training. Myself Nikhil Joshi welcomes you to the new video and a new lesson. In this video, we will discuss about the concept of pawn breakthrough. What is pawn break? It is the fighting of the pawns where the pawns are trying to find out the way to go forward. In this first example, it is white to play. Can you see? The black king is ready to capture all the white pawns from behind one by one. So what should white play? So he starts with the move pawn to c5. Now if black pawn doesn't capture him, he is ready to go forward and become a queen. As we already know, the king cannot catch the pawns from behind. So black pawn should take the white pawn. Now white pushes another pawn, forcing black to take this fellow as well. And as he takes it, the last white pawn finally goes forward. As white makes the queen, black understands that now he is about to lose the game, and so he resigns. So let's move to the next example. In this example, it is white to play. Can you see? The black king is attacking the pawn, and one by one he will capture all the three pawns. If we try something like pawn g6, it is not at all necessary for black to exchange them. He can just push the pawn, blocking the pawns, and then his king will first take the pawn on f5, then go to g5, and then pawn on h5, and then g6 also. So this is completely losing for white. What should white do? His king is also not able to help the pawns. So he starts with the idea pawn f6, allows black to take the pawn. As he takes it, now white plays g6, threatening to capture the pawn. If black doesn't do anything, white pawn can simply walk forward and become a new queen. So black was forced to take the white pawn. Now white plays pawn to h6. So you see what white is doing. Now he is running forward. And can you see the big square of this pawn? 2 squares and 2 squares. This is the big square. Because of his own pawn, the pawn on f6, the black king cannot enter inside the big square of the white pawn. So he tries to move forward, but till then it was too late. White pawn goes forward and becomes a new queen. So this is the new example. So friends, in this example, it is black to play. What should black do? The white king is ready to take all the three pawns from behind. So which one of them should go forward? If black doesn't play the correct move, he will lose the game because white king will capture all three of them. So which pawn should he push forward? For example, if he pushes anyone out of A and C pawn, let's say pawn A3 to attack this fellow, white will not exchange the pawns. He can simply push forward and block these two. Then if the black takes this, white will also take this with this pawn. Of course, white has to be careful, not with this fellow, because the A pawn will run forward. But when you will take with the C pawn, this will block the black pawns and the king can easily capture both of them, and then white will win the match. So coming back to the starting position here, black pushes the pawn in the middle. So now you see what is happening. He is attacking both the pawns. So white has no time to push any of them. So now let's say he captures us with this pawn. what should be the next plan? Black pawn on a file wants to go forward, but white pawn controls this box. So he plays pawn c3 here and black wins. How? If he takes this pawn, black will capture b2 pawn and make a queen. Or else, if he captures this pawn, black will just run forward and make a queen in next 2 steps and black is winning. Understood? What is the other option in the starting? See, this was the starting situation. We had started with this pawn push. Let's say this pawn takes it. Now, this pawn can run forward if white pawn doesn't control the c3 square. So how will we attack this fellow? Yes, with the move a3. Let's say he takes this fellow, otherwise black is taking this fellow. Let's say he takes this and just push and go forward to become a queen in next 2 steps. So friends, did you understand the technique of creating a pawn break? Now let's see one example where the king is far away but the pawns stop the breakthrough. So in this example, it is black to play. Which pawn should black push to stop the white pawns? He has got 3 choices. Let's say he pushes anyone out of the f or h. For example, if he pushes the h pawn, white will have the pawn break. See, he can play not g6 because black will play pawn f6 and block everything. Not this one. He has to play f6. Attack this fellow and this fellow is also under attack. If he takes this fellow, we can take this fellow. On the other hand, if we take this one, white will take this one and make a new queen. So coming to the starting position, what should black do? He has to push the pawn in the center. So this will not allow any break. So example, he takes you with this pawn. Now don't take him with this fellow, otherwise this is running forward. Take him with this fellow. Capture, capture. White king tries c4. He wants to go d5 and then e6 to attack this pawn. So you just take the opposition, block him. He tries to come from this side, take the opposition and block him. And the game will result in a draw. So friends, did you like this concept? If yes, subscribe my channel and enjoy these videos. Thank you. Have a good day.